If you have a rifle or shotgun and you don't have a federal possession and acquisition license called a PAL, you can go to jail. It happened to Ronald Green. Last year, the Ottawa Valley farmer spent almost 4 months in jail at the age of 71.
I bought the gun when I was 21 years old, and I lost an eye 2 years later, and everybody said, don't go near that gun because you'll lose the other eye. So I never used it never looked at it for 25 years. The only reason I brought it out was the coyotes eating the calves, and the coyotes aren't afraid of you. Like I had three of them came to eat a calf, and they're not leaving. And I had one here that had grabbed it by the neck and was going to eat the calf. I got nothing to defend it, so what I was doing was just taking the gun with me, and if I needed it, I had it, eh? But I mean, the neighbor seen you walking around with the gun, and he fabricated a story, and away you go, eh?
Just to be clear, the reason the police came here to investigate in the first place was dropped.
Yes.
And the incidental discovery of the gun that you had since you were a teenager and you didn't need a license at that time to buy it,
no.
That is what, in the end, the just reason that you were kept in prison, supposedly.
That's right. That's the reason why. Yeah, it was just no license for a 22, and allegations by the neighbor up the road they're going to shoot everybody, and that's the only proof they had was him calling them every day. He called every day, some days twice a day, telling this story. And I spent my 130 days sleeping on the floor, on the cement. You couldn't sleep in the corner because the mold was that bad. I used to wake up, my throat was all swollen up, tongue was swollen up. It was 8 by 14, 2 bunk beds, toilet at the door. The sink didn't work. I don't think it ever worked the time I was there, to wash your hands. The water just didn't come out. People all the time. If one person got released, they put another one in, and they give these guys their heroin, their cocaine every morning. And if you're not an addict going in, you're an addict coming out. I was allowed to go out in a courtyard 3 times for half an hour in 130 days. Then I took a heart attack, and I was down to 28 beats per minute, and they took me down to the hospital. They got a nice hospital.
The jail hospital.
The jail hospital, and the nurses are quite good. I mean, there's a nurse there looked after me off 100%, but they sent me to the Montfort, and he drew some bloods and looked at you for a while, and I got back up to 50 beats per minute, and then they sent me back to the jail.
So when you're doing those Zoom court sessions,
Yeah, that's what it was.
they literally, a guard is holding a cell phone through the slot or something into your cell?
That's exactly what he did. Yeah, he stands at the door, and your name comes up after a while, and he stands with the slot in the door, and he pushes the phone. The phone's towards him, and the back of the phone's towards me, and I got to shout to like a mail slot, is what it is, into this phone. And the judge might hear you, she might not, I don't know. But I mean, I can't hear what they're saying, I mean, and that's it then, that's their parents, eh?
Yeah.
The law has to prove that you know to have a license. And I didn't think you needed one on your own property, eh? And that don't mean nothing. You plead guilty, you want to get out. If you don't plead guilty, you stay in.
And you're still on probation until next April, you say?
April the 3rd, when it expires, yeah.
What is your message to farmers who might have an old gun and they're not sure about they never heard of a PAL or whatever, right? What is your message to them?
Well, there's lots of people don't realize that you need a PAL. I didn't realize. I mean, a lot of farmers have an old gun just to keep the predators away. But under their rules, and I'm not saying the rules are stupid or not, under their rules, you have to go get a license to keep everybody happy.